Hey guys, Chelsea, your TA lady, coming with you with the latest update on cryptocurrency and news. So Bitcoin, this is a 4-hour and it is in a downtrend now. So whenever you have a pattern and it breaks out, that pattern is no longer valid. So you need to go ahead, delete it out, and you need to draw the new pattern. So here you see we have a falling wedge. The more you start drawing out these patterns too, the easier it becomes. Like you'll start to just see it without having to draw it. But there's a falling wedge, and look at it hit this trend line perfectly. So to know when it breaks out of this falling wedge, you would draw the falling wedge and you can go ahead, set your alerts on there. So a falling wedge has about 68% chance of it breaking out if it breaks out, but you see it did hit this trend line level of almost 30,000. So it is, it's had a huge run up, and you have to know that with cryptocurrency, it's on its average to have 50% pullbacks after a huge run up. So always taking profits is key when you have a huge run up. So we'll see if it keeps going down, but RSI is oversold. Whenever your RSI is oversold, that's always a good entry at times. So for example, oversold here, and then look at the takeoff. Oversold here, started to take off. You look at the price action. So the RSI helps you see that. So that is the latest on Bitcoin, but we'll go to a daily chart as well and check it out on the daily chart. The daily chart, so it's having that about 50% retrace as well on the daily chart. And when Bitcoin goes down, or when money comes out of Bitcoin, typically money's flowing into altcoins. That's how it works. So the Bitcoin dominance, it's showing it is going down, so it's trending down. So more money means that it's flowing into altcoins, which this chart will go ahead and determine that. So let's see. The 4-hour chart is still kind of going down, but you do see on the stochastic RSI, it is about to cross. So that's potential. Let's check the 1 hour. So if both of them are going down, sometimes it's good to check Tether, because if people are pulling their money out, they're typically putting it in Tether, because Tether is more of a stable coin. It's on the side, keeping your money on the side for times to know where to go ahead and jump in. But I want to go ahead also go over some latest news. So this article, Bitcoin enters a new corrective period. Yes, that's what we're saying. Bitcoin has to have corrections. The market always has corrections in order for it to move. But the bears aim for 26,000. So past that trend line that I showed you of 30,000, on the 4-hour chart is a huge triangle, and it broke out. And so what you do on the triangles is you take the distance move of the end and you go ahead and put it where it broke out to see the predicted move, which in this case would be 26,000. So we could see as low as a 26,000. Are you going to be picking it up during that time? That's my question. All right, some other news though. So 3 ways the new altcoin bull cycle will vastly differ from 2017. Well, let me tell you, with news from the past 3 years, more money is flowing into the market. With more money means that these market caps can hit a higher amount. So people can see even higher returns on investment from that 2017 bull run. So that is just key to know too. It's a good time to be paying attention to the market, practicing. You can practice with small amounts, looking for DeFi. A lot of DeFi coins have a small market cap and they are hot. You have to think of what is trending. What are people talking about? And DeFi is one of them. You can see the last 90 days, it has been increasing. And this is the market cap from 12.5 billion, almost doubled, did double, 25 billion. So that is huge, and that is why it is going to be different. And Grayscale may have a secret Chainlink trust. So Chainlink is a very popular one with the market cap, and I definitely do see that it can double, and this is good news that investors are investing as well in Chainlink and BlackRock. Why the world's largest asset manager is getting into Bitcoin. So when investors are getting into Bitcoin, that is another positive sign as well. And this article as well, has Bitcoin been supporting that strong support above 30,000? So far it is, but that is where it's at currently. And so it's key to pay attention to if it breaks down on that trend line of 30,000. So I'd added an alert here to let me know if it breaks down, and you can be doing this on the 1 hour chart, and then you'll be notified as soon as it does, because the moves always start on those lower time frames. Now I want to go ahead and go through some charts for you that could potentially help out. So STX had some news that the SEC is filing a partnership with STX, and it did pump on this a little bit, but that's one to just kind of chart and make sure to see. You see it did break out of this triangle. It's now at the upper trend line. So to note, people have their sell orders stacked on these trend lines. So it's always good to go ahead and make sure you're selling a little bit before it. And just to go over some other additional great charts for you. So this is STX BTC. RLC, it was forming a great pattern. So this is RLC on the daily chart, and you'll see it has a cup and a handle here, which is a very bullish pattern. And this is on the daily chart. We zoom in, you can see it's in an uptrend, and the higher highs keep getting higher, and the lower lows keep getting higher as well. So you're having a higher low. So that is a good sign that you have an uptrend as well. So that's one to be paying attention to. But that is some of your latest news, where the market's at currently. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe, join the channel on YouTube as well as our Facebook group to keep you up to date with the market.